Our friend Peter Schweizer is with us. Peter, how are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm great, Mark. Great to be with you, and Happy New Year.
Great to be with you. Same to you. So 14 minutes before he was forced to leave office as a result of the electorate, Peter, Biden basically gives pardons to his entire family member, everybody that shows up for Thanksgiving. Now, you wrote the book on this criminal crime family. What do you make of this?
Yeah, at a certain level, it's not surprising, Mark. I came on your show back in 2020, and we talked about what I called the Biden Five. All five of those Biden family members have now been pardoned by Joe Biden. And here's the thing, Mark, that's interesting. If you look at the date, for example, of Hunter Biden's pardon and those of the other family members, it begins when? For all crimes from January 1st, 2014. That is right before the China deal, which is tens of millions of dollars from the CCP, the Russia deal, which is $3 million from Russia, and the Ukraine deal, which was $6 million from Ukraine, all came to fruition in the months after that. The pardon also goes up until December of last year. And so you wonder, why are they taking it so far? Well, then you realize, of course, that Hunter Biden had his oil painting business, right, where he was selling his paintings to foreign oligarchs. But I think it also covers something else very interesting, Mark. If you look back at when Joe Biden had that disastrous debate with Donald Trump, and you remember afterward there were all these calls for him to resign, and Joe Biden would not resign. He hung on for more than a month. Hunter Biden moved into the White House. Hunter Biden's the family deal maker. I am absolutely convinced that some exit deals were signed, that the Bidens got money to go away from Democrat donors. And so any, potential crimes that existed with those kinds of deals would be covered by these pardons as well. So the pardons instruct us that they know where they have possible criminal liability, and that's why those dates were assigned, and they're as specific as they are.
The boldness of this, even though they hit it right up to the end, but still the light of day, they must be so damn corrupt, Peter, that he's prepared to completely destroy whatever little thimble of a reputation he had left for history in order to protect his entire family, and in doing that, protect himself, correct?
I think that's exactly right, Mark. I mean, look, we know all political figures want to have history remember them well. Joe Biden's administration, a disaster on the policy level, but he still had vestiges with some people of, okay, well, here's a guy who kind of, was serving the country and trying to do the right thing. That's now been stripped away. And again, it shows me, for years, you and I first talked about this back in 2018. For years, the Bidens insisted there were no foreign deals. There's nothing to see here. That now has all been pushed aside. And they are, in my mind, effectively acknowledging that they have legal liability. And the bottom line is, Donald Trump is not somebody in his first term. He's not somebody that unfairly goes after people. He doesn't practice lawfare the way that Joe Biden did. He didn't go after Hillary Clinton, on trumped-up charges when he won in 2016. So there's not the fear that this Department of Justice under Pam Bondi is going to do something like that. It's that they actually have serious liabilities because of the deals that were struck, the amount of money, and who the deals were with. Let's remember, this wasn't some local construction company that wanted a paving contract from a federal highway bill. Mm-hmm. This was China, Russia, Ukraine, bad people, beginning when Joe Biden was vice president of the United States and the point person on U.S. policy towards those countries.
By the way, I just want to inform our audience here, Marco Rubio was confirmed 99-0. He's made a lot of friends in the Senate. I don't know of anybody that gets confirmed 99-0 these days, Peter. And also, the Lincoln-Riley bill passed the Senate, too. So
great news.
That's all good news there. I'm sure the Democrats said, all right, let's do Rubio, let's do one or two others, and that way we can justify our opposition to Hegseth and Kash Patel by saying, no, when you have a good candidate, we vote for them. So, it's all, for them, it's all a matter of positioning. Peter, I want to hold you over, but here's the thing to me. And Chip Roy's made the point, and Governor DeSantis agrees. I certainly believe in this, too. They're to go ahead, in fact, absolutely move on congressional hearings into the Biden crime family and into these pardons. There's nothing to stop them from doing that, from taking testimony from each and every one of them about their roles in these various events. And, of course, they're not able to claim the Fifth Amendment anymore. They've just been pardoned for any crimes they may have committed. But if they commit new crimes, that is, they lie to Congress and Congress figures it out, I can't imagine that that's protected. But you never know. These pardons now about any crimes they may have committed or might commit in the future, that's a bit problematic. But some people are saying, well, let's look at the edge of that envelope and see how far that goes. By the way, I've met so many wonderful people in Washington. Not the beautiful people. You know what? That's not right. The wonderful people are the beautiful people. I met many of you in Washington. And I know they're having the Liberty Ball and these other balls. We were invited to it, too. I could have met all my Fox friends there, Mr. Producer, all the radio people there. But I don't want to. I want to talk to you because there's a lot of very important things going on. We have the great Peter Schweizer with us here who really exposed the Biden crime family like nobody else. And so we have this crime family where the head honcho, the head mobster, if you will, the John Gotti of the crowd, just pardoned the whole family. So when they meet for Thanksgiving, it's like, let's all look around. Everybody here has been pardoned, right? Oh, I forgot Frank over there. But he didn't forget Frank. Peter, Congress should still go ahead and dig into this, and the same with the Department of Justice, don't you think?
Oh, 100%, Mark. I mean, here's the thing. When you have been studying and exposing corruption as long as I have, and you and I have been doing it together, we know one thing, and that is that just like the mob, they learn from each other. The Bidens decided to go into this business on the international global level because the Clintons got away with it, right? In fact, Hunter Biden in some of the emails talked about when they were setting up the Biden Center at the University of Pennsylvania, he said, yeah, this is going to be just like the Clinton Foundation. And you look at what's going on now, guys like Gavin Newsom or Adam Schiff, we talked about this in my book, Blood Money, when I was on your show, they're doing this kind of, global corruption in people that they are lining up with and taking money from. So they're learning from it because they see other people are getting away with it. So this is bigger than the Bidens. We absolutely have to have justice. We need to get to the bottom of what the Bidens were doing, Joe's role in particular, which is central to this, but the other family members. And we need to do it not only to get to the bottom of the truth, but we also need to deter other people from doing it. Because as you and I both know, if you let people get away with it, they can get this money in this manner. They are going to do it with impunity. So we have to stop it and deter it. And the only way to do that is to expose it, charge people when crimes have been committed, and embarrass them with public hearings.
You know, I want to say something about you. You don't get the accolades, Peter Schweizer, that you deserve. You and the people you work with are just fantastic. You're bulldogs. I mean, you're very professional, but you're bulldogs. You keep going, you keep looking, you look at the facts. That's what you do. Whatever you put out is bulletproof, factually bulletproof. You've broken one scandal after another. It's not like you get paid millions of dollars to do it. And it is always an honor for me to have these exclusives with you because of your integrity, the integrity of your project. And I always want to make sure that you have an opportunity, at least when I talk to you, to speak without a million interruptions so you can provide the full details of what's taking place. I just want to tell you, I want to thank you for the lead up of this election, too, and our brand new president, who was the 45th president as well. Nobody did more to expose the Biden corrupt family than you. And I want to thank you very, very much. And I know it's got to irk the hell out of you to watch him escape justice, escape responsibility, all of his family members, his son as well. It's really quite infuriating. How do you react to that?
Well, it is frustrating because I do this for the same reason you do it, Mark, and that is that I love my country. And you call out Republicans. We talk about Mitch McConnell as well and the corruption that he's engaged in. And I want to thank you. I mean, you've been by my side as we have broken these stories, and we're able to do so in a way by really getting the information out. It's not opinion. It's based on fact. The bottom line is we are going to continue to expose this stuff as it relates to the Bidens, as it relates to other politicians that are out there, because nobody else is really going to do it. You have to take a lot of research. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and we have the fortune of being able to do that, and we have friends like you that make sure the audience actually hears about it. And it's very gratifying to see what you and I first talked about in 2018. You were the first major media figure to break the Biden corruption story in April of 2018. And everybody said, oh, it's not true, it's not true. What happened, Mark? Where are we today? The President of the United States has had to issue pardons for his family because he knows there's legal liability. That was 7 years ago. So it's justice delayed, but we're going to stay right on top of it, and we will update you every time we have new information on it.
You are always welcome on my Fox show, my Blaze show, this show. Always, always welcome, Peter. And I want to thank you again. There's a new dawn here for everything you and your folks have done. You had an incredibly important role in this, and God bless you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Take care.